at here with the fish tank. And this is the next day after I put out, well, I put out that other video, and then I'm putting this out whenever I can. But this is basically the next day from the video that you see in the card here. Okay, and so I just wanted to show you guys basically if it caught any snails overnight. And this bed in here in particularly, it doesn't have a lot of snails. It has very little. This one over here has a little bit more, I think. So I may take this and put it over here, but I just wanted to show you what I caught over the next day. And then hopefully I can show you guys, you know, basically pin this thing to the wall of the sump tank. One thing that I did notice after I put this in here is the pins that hold the lid down, they turn and then they go down in there. Well, there's one here, one there. You can see the pins a little bit. So those pins actually lift this off of the ground. And to me, that's not good. And the reason why is because, I mean, I'm sure the snails will still be able to get in there eventually, but it would just be much easier if this was on the floor. The snails would just go right in. So let's go ahead and let's pull this up closer to the camera and see what we got. Wow, algae was already starting to grow on it, which is great. Oh no, wait, that's just loose. I was like, what? So, let's see what we got in here. It's dirty. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3 bigger ram's horn, which is what we were going for. We were going for the adult or the more grown ones. And the reason why is because these ones are the ones that lay egg clusters. Okay? So it's working. I'm going to rebait this, take these out and kill them. And then I'm going to rebait this with some dry food that I have. That's one thing that I don't like, is that the food just falls apart in there pretty quick. But the pellets that I have, they're pretty strong until they hit water, obviously, but it takes a while for them to start weakening up. So I'm hoping that a pile will be produced in there. So I'm going to go ahead and rebait this and put it over in this one. Just before I rebait this, though, I wanted to show you guys exactly what I was talking about. See these legs? They actually pull this thing, or they actually stand this thing up, out, and out of the water, or excuse me, off the bottom too much. And snails, the only way they're going to be able to get to this is if they crawl up this. So what I might do on that side is I might put them against the wall there in the middle. Just put them against the wall, and then that'll give them another place to get on top of this and stuff, and hopefully catch more snails that way. So let's go ahead and do that. Here's those snails. They've had their last meal. Sorry, activists, but these are getting crushed. Alright, we're all set up to put it in this side now, but you know what I'm thinking about doing, because everything needs a little bit of modification, right? So before I put the bait in there and before I put it in the water, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this as close as I can to this point right here. That way it lays almost on the bottom when I set it down in there. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so there we go. Look at how flat that is now. Okay, so that's going to sit directly on the bottom now, pretty much. And then I'm putting the food they're used to. This is the pellets that I feed my goldfish in my aquaponics system. And so now I'm just going to go ahead and put that in there. And I'm hoping they should be more attracted to that. So let's go ahead and let's put it in. Sorry about the glare, but like I said, I mean, nothing I can do about it right now. So when you put it in there again, you want to try to put it in there slowly and kind of sideways. That way you're not getting any bubbles, and maybe tap it. That way those arms don't swing up. and then I'm putting it a little bit against the wall there as well. All right, so now we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna give it another few days and see if we catch anything with it on the ground now, and then the new bait, and that should be good. So we'll see how it goes. So here we are a few days later, and I wanted to check and see if our snail trap in this position on this side of this grow bed for my aquatic plants, how it did. So if we got snails out. Of course I already looked. But yes, it worked. I mean it too, you guys. This snail trap works pretty good with very slight modifications. As you know, I cut the things off the bottom, and the snails were able to get easier access to the food, and bingo. I mean, we got snails in here, so let's go ahead and let's see how many we got. We have one on the outside, but we won't count him. Okay, that was the one on the outside. Okay, so let's see. And these are all, if you look at it, it's all adult size pretty much. So let's go ahead and take this lid off. Alright. Sorry, I'm doing this all on camera. Which, by the way, trimming these, now I'll be able to put a suction cup on the bottom of this and put it in my sump tank to get a lot of snails out of there as well. So we'll just take the lid off. And there's still food in there, which is good. So this bait definitely works better. I probably shouldn't count these, even though they were on their way in. We won't. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 sizable ones too. So there's still some in here, but they're definitely dwindling because these guys were the ones that I've seen in this side of the tank. There's not a lot of snails in here. Generally, I keep them, very low because I don't want them, going to customers and stuff like that that don't like snails. But anyways, so this snail trap definitely works. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions to improve these styles of videos, let me know in the comment section. And then let me know any snail traps you guys might have had, or even homemade ones that maybe I can make and show everybody. So yeah, let me know. All right, so, and if you're not a subscriber yet, please hit that subscribe button and make sure you guys hit that bell icon so you get all my video updates, okay? So anyway, like always, you guys, God bless you and peace. And check out all my thumbnails here that are going to be popping up because basically it shows all the networks and all the stuff that I do. So anyway, later, you guys.